Big move ahead to Alabama.
Today in the Oval Office, President Trump announced Space Command is heading to Huntsville. We have team coverage from the nation's capital all the way here to Alabama. First, we want to check in with WVTM 13's Lisa Crane in Huntsville. Hey, Lisa.
Hey guys, yeah, this announcement several years in the making. The first Trump administration in 2021 actually announced Redstone Arsenal as the preferred location, but a political battle began during the Biden administration. He decided the permanent location would be in Colorado. Now, during the second Trump administration, the Defense Department Inspector General couldn't determine why Colorado was chosen over Alabama. WVTM 13 Washington correspondent Christopher Salas is live in D.C. right now, where the president made that big announcement with Alabama's Republican congressional delegation. Christopher?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And the president said part of the reason why this decision was made because Alabama just fought harder for it. He also said, as you mentioned, Huntsville's got infrastructure in place. It's the Rocket City. So this was in the best interest of the United States' national security. But the president said this decision has been political. Take a listen.
We initially selected Huntsville for the Spacecom headquarters, yet those plans were wrongfully obstructed by the Biden administration. And as you know, they moved them to a different locale.
Colorado, a state with mail-in voting. President Trump said that was a big factor why Space Command is being moved from Peterson Space Force Base in Colorado to Huntsville. Now, this is a move, again, the president tried in his first term. It was reversed by President Joe Biden. You just heard from the president there. And both states have long battled to host the Space Command because, of course, it has significant implications for the economies of both states, and it's become a political prize. Colorado's Democratic Attorney General is now vowing to challenge the Trump administration's announcement in court, saying the administration should not play political games with our nation's military readiness and military families. Now, this Space Command, of course, is expected
$25 billion in funding for that Gold Dome project, but that's just a down payment, right?
That's exactly right. So that down payment, as you mentioned, $25 billion, according to the Centers for Strategic and International Studies, the total project is going to be about $75 billion. In May, President Trump announced an ambitious timeline for completing this so-called Golden Dome or missile defense system. He says it's going to be fully operational by the end of his term, so 2029. Send it back to you.
All right, Christopher, thank you very much. Well, this is news here in Huntsville and Madison County. They have been waiting to hear for 7 years. About 1,400 jobs are coming here to Redstone Arsenal. Local leaders say they have been getting ready for that for the last 7 years. Now, they have been working on improving infrastructure and roads leading to Redstone Arsenal and planning for the about 4,400 people who could soon be moving to this area. The mayor spoke about that today. He says this boon is like a rising tide that would start here and flow to all parts of Alabama. He predicts will feel that effect even in central Alabama as well.
A lot of those people will be coming into Huntsville and going back to their communities to live, then coming back in to work the next day. And as they do, they'll spend their paychecks all throughout North Alabama. It will help the whole northern Alabama section. But those who have contracts with Redstone Arsenal, with Space Command, with Missile Defense Agency, with Golden Dome, all those with contracts that can be businesses which are stretched throughout the state.
Now, a Huntsville City Council member today believes what will happen here because of this decision will be comparable to the boon here in the 1950s when Senator Sparkman brought the Von Braun space team to town, and that was a pivotal time here for Huntsville. Now, we're getting reaction from this announcement from all over the state today. WVTM 13's Michael Higdon is in the studio now with more on that. Michael?
Lisa, leaders from across both sides of the aisle are saying this is a win for Alabama. Leader at the helm, Governor Kay Ivey, says this preparation has been a long time coming. She says the Redstone Arsenal region was ready to welcome Space Command headquarters when she made the official pitch to the Defense Secretary in June of 2019. Ivey issued a statement that reads in part, quote, "I commend Redstone and City of Huntsville leaders for their diligence in maintaining a mission-ready stance. I also applaud our entire congressional delegation, Republicans and Democrats, especially Congressman Mike Rogers as chairman of the House Armed Service Committee. As our history shows, Alabama always stands ready to support the defense of our great nation, and Huntsville continues proving the Rocket City is truly space central." U.S. Representative Terry Sewell, who represents Alabama's 7th congressional district, says Huntsville, Alabama is unequivocally the best place for Space Command. The Rocket City County and the entire state of Alabama are thrilled to continue playing a central role in advancing the United States' dominance in the frontier of space. Now, when it comes to the process of this selection, in January of 21, following a comprehensive assessment of all eligible locations, the U.S. Air Force identified Huntsville as the ideal home for the permanent headquarters of Space Command. Subsequent reports by the Department of Defense Inspector General and the Government Accountability Office confirmed the Air Force's process for selecting Huntsville was reasonable and complied with the law. Lisa?
All right, thanks, Michael. Well, the mayor here says they expect about half of those Space Command jobs to be transfers from Colorado Springs. Employees who want to keep their jobs who will be moving to this area. They say right now it's difficult to actually estimate the economic impact, but they predict it will be substantial for this area and for the state of Alabama. Live in Huntsville, Lisa Crane, WVTM 13.